Northern leader blows hot again, calls for Buhari's resignation over insecurity. Salihu Yankasai, one of the northern prominent leaders, has used his Twitter handle to call for the resignation of President Muhammad Buhari if he fails to deal with insecurity. This comes after the abduction of schoolgirls from Zamfara State School by unknown gunmen. Recall that some bandits have already kidnapped the Kagara schoolboys in Niger State some days ago, in which was allegedly reported that the federal government paid 800 million but was later denied. Daily Post Nigeria on Twitter, surfaced the news saying Zamfara abduction, deal with terrorists decisively or resign, Ganduje's aide Yakasai tells Buhari. True, I think at this point it's a thing of good cop, bad cop in this point. Like, some of them would be like, saying things to appease the people and whatever. And yeah, we're not going to buy that. When I saw Ganduje's aide, I was like, all right, you're cancelled. You're automatically cancelled. Someone says, since you have failed us, let the resignation start with you. True? Someone says, what is he talking about? Terrorist. How they are now terrorists, so what about the ransom? A lot of people have reacted differently to the news in which they urged President Buhari to do the needful on time. At this point, we've gone past the time of urging, because there's disrespect from one side, and we can't try to force or think that we can change. We need to leave. Yeah. Just walk. I'm an advocate for the fact that Nigeria will have to separate, is my own personal opinion. But I think, again, I'm gonna keep saying it because it's just the truth. I'm looking to the future and how things are gonna change, not necessarily being distracted with these tactics that they use to play good cop, bad cop. No, we know what you're doing. You all are connected, and so yeah, for me, it gives an insight to how 2023 is gonna be, because there will be no elections, because each part of the country has their own issue with the government, and I think we're not going to let anything slide. We're going to hold people accountable. This election is going to be brutal. It is. And I think now we should start strategizing, because, okay, for example, let's say the people come together, but then we also have to sort out the selfishness and in the discrimination that we genuinely have. We are different. So the stereotypes we made, and we will go with tribalistic, whatever. But we need to make sure, if it's one Nigeria, that we are so united that nothing we will be able to point out and see, this is a tactic to divide us and make us lose focus. And yeah, that's what I personally believe. Someone says, the biggest mistake so far is the history of this country, is the man in power. The biggest mistake so far is the fact that Nigeria came together. In my personal opinion, we're not meant to be here. Someone here says, resign, go where. He must stay, whether they not like it or not, because we knew it's just a formality. Northerners with their tricks. I don't believe that. I don't know. Someone here says, the more you negotiate with bandits, the more emboldened they become to kidnap your children. Exactly. The word negotiation should not even be used to describe how a government should deal with criminals. Negotiation? Do you know what negotiation means? You are insinuating or alluding to an idea that the criminals have some sort of power and some sort of privilege or some sort of ground to make their own claims known and what they want. No. You have to go to jail. The negotiation is there's no negotiation. You are going to jail, and that's how it should be. Someone else says, it's a lie. He must finish his tenure. 3 more years remains, in case you have forgotten. Someone says the president needs rest. He needs to resign now, with a little piece of dignity. Otherwise, the dignity is gone. Otherwise, there isn't much left in this man anymore. He's almost in a vegetable state. Oh my gosh, wow, people spell well. In a vegetable state, yes. He doesn't even understand what is being said to him. Let's take him to his village, please. Please, at this point, I don't even think that. I think the underlying issue here is how we hold religion, because the fact is the APC, PDP, they're just doing that for fashion, to make it be like as if, okay, fine, let's also even show them that we are doing small democracy. But when it comes to this, because again, why how did the 2019 elections happen? So basically, obviously, with religion being a whole thing, you can literally convince Nigerians to do anything on the basis of religion. And that is why when religion is mixed with politics and all that, like for example, how did Nigerians just were like, okay, fine, let's just go with Buhari anyway? Because Vice President Oshimajo being a Christian, and of course with the RCCG endorsing him, yes, it's true, go and check your internet. Endorsing him because he's a pastor in RCCG, like they're all tactics. Like it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. But it doesn't make sense, and this is what we've come to. So I think we need to sort of we can respect religion, but let's not hold it to a place where we can be controlled by it, because we ourselves don't even understand the religion that we are religioning. Like, what is going on? Someone here says the food that Halta politicians been cooking is done. They are now crying. Yeah, I believe that for a revolution to happen, the northern part of the country needs to step up, and that is on period point blank. Don't like the southern part of the country can do that. Like they have it. We don't even have to go outside. We already have our internet. We have our social media. We don't even need channels to or anything. We can make anything trend. But that vim, that passion, the anger for the northern part of the country, and they're in excess. For them to come out and be like, no, we're not taking any insult. They have to. And I feel like change will not happen for us to be one Nigeria if the northern part of the country do not step up to their northern leaders, to their religious leaders, because the kind of control there is crazy. Like, we already know the kind of control that Christianity has and how its influence is so strong in the southern part of the country. But in the northern part, they're just dilly-dallying. Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I the mind control there is that it's a mind effery. Like, it's crazy. And I feel like if for us to be one Nigeria, the northern part, they need to step up, because the south is ready to go any single time. But that would be very unrealistic. I don't think it will happen. Well, not in our lifetime anyway. But except something magical from the heavens above happens, where everyone just wakes up. I just hope that our fear. I just hope that we don't get to a point where we've been disrespected, we've been battered, we've been violated, we've been frauded, we've been scammed so much, we've been mugged so much that we don't fear death. There's no reason for us to live. So then we just go and start fighting. Like, I don't think that's patriotic in any single way. I'm not saying I just have to be patriotic, because the country itself, it didn't make sense. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.